It's time to do the haul. There's going to be multiple hauls from all the thrift stores that I hit up in Pennsylvania and yard sales. This is what the back of our vehicle looks like. We barely had enough room in here to put our suitcases and the cooler. There is all kinds of goodies in these bags and boxes. I am just so excited to show you guys everything. I had my whole haul video set up outside here, had my umbrella open, was going to show you a little bit of the, the backyard, my gardens a little bit. And then it started to look like it was going to rain. I'm like, no, I can't have rain getting on my items, all my finds. So I'm going to move the haul video to another location. I have temporarily moved all of the items to my porch just to make sure it didn't rain on them while I was trying to get them to the actual location I'll be filming. I'm going to do it up in my emporium. I really wanted to do it outside because it was such a nice, beautiful morning, but I decided to do it in the afternoon and now it's going to rain. So I'm going to sort this haul into what I got at the Goodwill versus what I got at the thrift store and the Mount Joy thrift store, and then also everything that I got at the garage sales. So I'm planning to do 3 separate haul videos, and so stay tuned for that. Hi, this is Dena with Left Lane Finds, and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a haul video. Actually, there's going to be 3 haul videos. So this is part 1 of 3. Let's get into it. I traveled up from Michigan to Pennsylvania. That is where I'm from. It was my 35th class reunion. But we didn't get to celebrate that 2 years ago, so they planned it for this year. So it was technically our 37th class reunion, but I thought, well, if I'm up in Pennsylvania, I better go thrifting. There is so many goodies up there. I'm always jealous of the thrifter resellers that are up in Pennsylvania. They always find such good vintage items, but there's also lots and lots of other things because I sell everything. I love selling whatever I can flip for a profit on eBay, Etsy, and Poshmark. Also, you guys may or may not know, but I have a second YouTube channel that I do all my traveling, gardening, recipes, all kinds of cooking, things like that, and anything else I find of interest. Is called Start With Coffee Adventures. There'll be a link down below in the description, and I'll throw a link down there in my videos. You see me commenting with that channel all the time. I do have an Instagram for it as well, and a Facebook page. So I just want to promote that a little bit, so it will show you all kinds of points of interest of the towns that I was in and visiting, and in and around the area that I was hanging out, which was all in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. While I was at the Goodwill, I also did a shop with me, so there will be a link down below in the description for that, as well as in the comments. So if you guys haven't seen that, that is technically the first part, but not the first part of the hauls. That's just the thrift with me. And unfortunately, I did not get any footage in the second thrift store I went to or any of the yard sales. Now I really wish I had a GoPro, because then I could just wear it. And because when I went to the little tiny thrift store in town, it was so crowded and so busy, and I just didn't want to be trying to film with everybody that was in there. And then when I went to the yard sales, we were moving so fast. There was just no way to shop and film at the same time while holding, my phone and all that. So anyways, there's only 1 shop with me video and then the 3 haul videos. And what I wanted to show you was this. They didn't give me a bag, but I had bought this bag, and so this is how I packaged up. They at least gave me paper, and I was able to package up some of my finds. So I'm going to get these undone, and then we'll get into the haul. I'm going to unwrap these, but we're going to speed this up. It's time to start the haul. So the first thing I want to show you is the first thing that I picked up in the thrift store. I just love it. Look at the size of this. It is a giant tote. It has all of these pom-poms all over it, which is just adorable. It was, let me see if I can get the name for you guys. It's by Paper Source. And I don't know if I can never tell if the camera's focusing or not. You guys, trust me, it's Paper Source, which you would not think that they would have handbags or tote bags or anything like that, but apparently they do. I always think of Paper Source for cards or specialty, you know, paper type items. I paid $5.99. Let's get that out here. Oh, there we go, $5.99. And I just looked up comps. I'm going to show you some comps on here. Let's see if it'll focus on my phone or not. I'm going to try to do it this way. Can you guys see all of that? Hopefully it's focusing. I'll come back a little bit. Oh yeah, because it's hard because it moves. Well, anyways, a small little crossbody sold for $19.99 plus shipping. Then they had just a pom-pom garland, just the garland, so like the garland that you would see on here. That sold for $35. Oh, my phone turned off. Oh no, let me get back in there. $35 plus shipping. So I'm thinking, and there's other handbags, but they're all small that are, you know, listed for like $25. And I'm thinking this is pretty sizable. So I think I'm going to go up in price on this and probably list it in that $40 to $45 range for it. So I'll let you know in my sold videos. I always let you guys know in my sold videos how much things sell for. In fact, I just did a marathon of solds, because I always have regular solds videos throughout my YouTube channel, but recently I did a 10 video marathon of solds where instead of me showing you all of my going around my emporium and picking my item out, it was just the end part where I just tell you how much I paid for it, how much I sold it for, and I usually said which platform, not on everything, but I usually said which platform it sold on. So it's supposed to be an informative, very quick format, and you know, informational across all the, you know, things that I sell. So take a look at that in your spare time, I guess. Anyways, I've told you a whole bunch of things to watch and do and all that, but let's get back to the haul video. Okay, another place I always go and look for, now these aren't in order of how I found them, just that first item, is I go to the belts. I've had some luck with belts, mostly ladies' belts, mostly because I am not familiar with belts for guys, and I need to brush up on that. That's another area that I need to learn some more information. However, I saw this purple braided belt, which is in perfect condition or mint condition. Big silver buckle here, and then, and I'm going to try to hide my face so you guys can read that. That says genuine leather, Vera Pelle, P-E-L-L-E. And then the keywords for me were made in Italy, the made in Italy. So this is Italian leather, you know, or at least the craftsmanship is. And I did look this brand up, and they do sell for, you know, some of the belts do not sell for anything. They sell for like $7, $9. But the rest of the belts all sell for really good money in the $25 to $35 range, which is, I think, where this is going to land. It is an unusual color. Sometimes that can make it be like what we call a long tail, but sometimes it can be a quick sale too. So we'll find out, or I'll find out, if it's a fast nickel or a slow dime, as we call it. Fast nickel usually means you sold it for less than you wanted to, and it was just a quick sale, unless it's some sort of bolo item. And the long dime is that you want a certain price for it, you're willing to wait for it. So this says $3.99, but it was red tag, and red tags were half price, so I only paid $2 for this, which is fantastic. So if I get, between 25 and 35 for this, that's another good flip. And then right next to that, before I could even get that one off the shelf, I saw this belt buckle, and you guys should recognize that pattern. Paid $2.99 for it. It is a Brighton, and so I've always liked Brighton jewelry, handbags. They have all kinds of Brighton, just about anything. And so what I looked at was the wear on the belt. And I was like, okay, there is some wear. It's used. You guys can see there's a little bit of wear, but it's right where you would think it would be, right at the belt buckle itself. And then the other part of wear is right there. And that's exactly where, this would feed in like that. So I was thinking, even though there's a little bit of wear right there, I'm going to get it anyways because it's still a Brighton belt. And so paying $3 for it, I'm still hoping. The last Brighton belt I sold was a bright red and tan braided belt that had all the different switches on it to make it all different, combinations, and you could reverse it and all that. That one I think I sold for $45. I don't know if I'm going to get $45 for this one, but let's say it's in that $20 to $25 range. Let's see, what else do I let's start with, oh, no, I'm going to leave this. Oh, no, you can't see it. The way I have the camera, you guys can't see what I have down there. But you guys saw this sitting there, or maybe part of it. This is, well, they're all attached, but they're placemats. And it says Penn State, and it has this kind of on the back, which reminds me of Pennsylvania, that kind of folk art, like folk country. This reminds me of back when, everybody was doing their houses in those country colors, like the reds and blues that are on here. So my daughter, who's Green Bay Explorer, she has her own YouTube channel. She said, make sure you get Penn State and Eagles items when you're up there, because of course they're going to be, easier to find up there. I'm not going to find that stuff here. It's not impossible. I have found Penn State items in the thrift stores here in Michigan. And I said, yeah, I'll remember. Then she texted me a day or so later. I'm like, oh, yes, I got to remember to look for that. So when I saw this, I was like, I have to have it. It is a red tag. It's a red tag. It says $3.50 on it. That means I paid 50% off because it was 50% off for red tags. I paid $1.75 for these, and these are not for sale. Keeping these. All right. Now let's change it up a bit. So I saw these on a top shelf, and I could not find a price tag anywhere. I'll show you the logo here. And then, so I'm going to take that out of there because we did find the price tag once I got it up to the register. These are body glove. Now, I sold a pair of body glove flip-flops that I paid $4.99 for, and I sold them for $25. And so I was like, wow, these are full-on like shoes. They're mesh, so they're very breathable. They're good for all kinds of things that if you want to kind of keep cooler in the summer, this would be great. The tread on them was fantastic. Didn't know how much they were until I got up to the register. Turns out that this was very much hiding on the inside of the shoe. And let's see if I can get, I'm going to do it like this. Go like that. $7.47, which is the most I think I've ever paid for shoes. of any sort, shoes, boots, or anything, but that's okay. I'm thinking, you know, let's say I only get $25 for them, but I'm thinking they might go for more than that. I tried comping these out, and it was really hard to find comps on this. Now, I only looked on eBay, so I need to do a little bit of research on Poshmark, and, you know, maybe even just a Google search just to see how much do these normally resell for and retail for. And I thought they were in perfect condition until I got in the car and I noticed this right here. It's just a little like smooch on there, a little bit of a stain, which is going to be easy to get out. So I'm pretty thankful that they're clean otherwise, because they are white shoes. Like the white part is always so hard to get clean, and I have done that before. It just takes a long time to do it, but these are in perfect condition otherwise. Okay, now let's go to this, my favorite color. Also a red tag, and if you see what it says down there, if it's focusing for you guys, now that has a barcode on it, which means it's more recent, but this is a ginger vase. It says Indiana Glass Company, Cincinnati, Ohio, made in the USA. Put that back up there so you guys can look at that for a second. So it says $2.99, paid $1.50 for this. And then early on in the video, you guys would have seen me look at these. I have been looking for these all over the place. I always keep my eyes out. Everybody I know seems to find these except for me. So I am so happy. There's a few things on my list of things that I want to find. And as I find them, I'll let you guys know. Paid $1.99 for these. If you can see that in there. This is also Indiana glass, and just happens to be blue ones. This is the Cubist pattern on them. These are like drinking glasses, and so these normally sell for about $8 to $10 a piece. So I'm in that $16 to $20 range for selling these as a pair. Let's see here. I have 2 items on this side and 4 items over there, but they kind of, 2 of them over here go together. So let's see here. Let me show you this one first. Oh, wrong way. There it is. Now you can see it. So be aware of this shape of like bird. It reminds me of some sort of like a partridge or something like that. I'm not sure exactly what kind of bird this is. But there are knockoffs or repos of these, you know, reproductions. But this one, thank goodness, still had its original sticker on it. So then I knew it was vintage. Can you guys see that? It says OMC. That's Otagiri Mercantile Company. That is vintage. I think it also says, yes. Oh, I had it upside down for you guys. Sorry. Let's put that up again. And it's very tiny, but it says Japan on there. This is the vintage, and look at the pattern in the feathers. And then I saw its mate doesn't have a sticker. That's what makes it hard. I paid $2.99 for each of these. That's the full price. I didn't get any discount on them. But it has the same pattern. I am going to sell these as a pair. I'm going to be listing them. Anything that's vintage I list on my eBay and then cross post to my Etsy. So everything on this side, all the glasses and the vase, and those are all going to be on my Etsy shop and eBay. I also picked up this Nike golf shirt. Mostly because, oh my goodness, I just noticed it has, oh, you know, I should know better. I should look on the sleeve. It has a logo on there. I don't know what that's for, Marquette. I don't know if that's for a company logo or not. Oh boy, I'll have to look that up. I picked it up because it said Nike Golf on it. And I don't even know how much this really goes for. It was a red tag. They had it for $5.99 for $3. I was like, I'm picking it up anyways because golf shirts tend to sell. It's got the Nike logo on this side. Golf shirts tend to sell, and I thought this is a nice bright one, but it actually was not, I didn't pick it up initially to sell. I had somebody in mind for this, and now, depending on what this is, I'll have to see, because if that is a particular golf course, maybe this is worth more. If it's a company logo, which it might be, then it's definitely going to be given to someone. So I had somebody in mind for this, but so I don't know. But normally golf shirts sell anywhere in that, $18 to $25 range, and that's why I picked them up. I normally pick up like the Adidas ones. They seem to sell for me, and I always like to have a little bit of men's clothing in my eBay shop as well as my Poshmark shop. Oh, and the shoes will definitely go in eBay and Poshmark. And okay, some more items for the men. I have been getting into baseball hats. I got 3 of them here. So this one has this Tide racing car on it. And then it has this guy's name. And I don't know who that is. I do not follow racing at all. I think it says Ricky Rudd, I think might be his name. On the inside, it's just 100% cotton. It's got the, well, you cannot put this word. You guys can see what that is. You can say it on YouTube, but you cannot put that in your listing. That is hook and eyes for the adjustable strap back there. Pay $2.99. That's the most I ever really want to pay for a hat. I will pay more if I think it's worth more than that. But for the most part, I have been buying baseball hats because I can sell them at a low end. The lowest I would ever want to sell one is between that $9 and $10 range. Usually like $10 is my cutoff, and the whole way up to like $25, unless it's really special, then it goes from like the $25 to $45 range. And that's why I picked them up. They're easy to ship, easy to store. Check out this one. Of course, in the Philadelphia area, I found the Flyers, and this one was only $1.99. Of course, that's upside down for you guys. $1.99. This is a Reebok, and this is a fitted cap. Do you see it? You cannot adjust it. It's fitted. And then on the back, it says Winter Classic. And this kind of feels like it has some age to it. I don't know, it just feels different. On the inside, it says Reebok. It's a large, and, oh, it says it's wool. It's a wool blend. And then there was one other little tag in here. Where did I see that? I just saw another oh, there it is. Let's see what this tag. This said Fit Max. That's all it says on there. But there is, like, if you pull this tag up, you can see then, like what it's made out of. And it's a large to extra large. Because, yeah, that's, So I'll have to, like, measure this when I list it. But I was really happy about this, and I didn't comp this one out, and I have high hopes for this one. I always say I get around $18 to $20 for my hats, on average. So this is another hat, paid $2.99 for. This one says CCM on the inside, 100% cotton. It's got the adjustable strap. It's got that little logo, and then this is for the NHL, and this is the Avalanche. And so again, another, $18 to $20 for that. Of course, all adjustable depending on what they actually go for, because they really vary in price between football, baseball, hockey, basketball, and various other things. The car racing one is the first time I got a car racing one. I did sell one that was like pink and white, that was Mercedes. I got a good price for that one. So I do look for the women, and I also sold a Tommy Hilfiger, a bright yellow one. I look for bright colors. I just love that. And then I saw these. I've been picking up coffee crafts. I usually try to get a brand name like Cuisinart or something like that. This one, I picked it up because it says Universal. And I thought, that's interesting. I didn't know there was such a thing. I thought they had to be by the brand for your, particular coffee maker. This one was $3.99, half price, so that's $1.50. And then I got another one down here. Whoop. And it's identical, but the price was way higher. Price on two different time frames. So this says $6.99. Of course, I asked at the register. I was like, they're two different prices. Can we do anything about that? They said no. They even called a manager over. No. So between the $1.50 and the $7, that's $8.50 for both. And it's ironic, I normally pay about $4.99 for these, so I actually paid about $4.50 for these. Or was that right? What did I say? I said $1. Oh no, this is $3.99. $2 and $7, $9. Yeah, $4.50. I paid $4.50 for each one, so I ended up paying less just because one was marked down. So that is pretty good. Now, I can sell these for sure. I'm sure I can sell these, but I actually need 2 coffee crafts. I bought a coffee maker that I was intending to resell or possibly keep, a little coffee maker, and then when I at a garage sale for $5, and when I went to get the coffee craft out, the handle was separated from the carafe. And so that made the coffee maker useless, but I can put this in there, in that one. And then I broke a coffee craft on another coffee maker that I have. And so I'm going to see if these fit both of those coffee makers or one or whatever. And so these are not necessarily going to be up for sale. Now, if they don't fit those coffee makers, then I am definitely putting these up for sale. And I would think that for something like this, I can get $15 to $20 for. The Cuisinart one, I did get $25 for. So keep an eye out for Cuisinart coffee carafe, the replacement carafes. And I'm going to put that down here. And that is everything. So to wrap this all up, lots of things going on. I have my second channel, Start With Coffee Adventures. I did a marathon of souls lately. So check out all of that, and all the links to everything I mentioned will be down below in the description of this video, as well as the comments once the video goes live. And please subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel. I recently did a thank you video because I had hit 350 subscribers. Then I hit 400, and I did another thank you video. I'm really trying to get to that 500 subscribers, because then I'll get the community tab, and I really want to have those extra features for my channel. So I really appreciate everybody who's been following along and everybody who's new to my channel. I do know that at least of all the people watching the channel, only half have subscribed. It is free to subscribe to my channel. So please subscribe to both my channels. This is Left Lane Finds, and my other channel, Start With Coffee Adventures. I really appreciate all you guys. Please like the video and comment down below, and I will catch you guys later.